Well, good morning. It's going on 6 o'clock. It's going to be day 7. I'm in my tent. It's raining out. I don't know if you can hear it. So anyways, I have to go get my food, which is hanging, and pack up a wet tent. So that's not fun at all. And hopefully it'll stop raining and I can dry out my tent at some point during the day. I'll have to stop and put it up so it'll dry. Because setting up a wet tent at the end of the day and getting into a wet tent is something that I don't want to do. So hopefully I won't have to, but I'll check the weather forecast here and see where we're at with this rain. All right, so that's where my tent was. And it stopped raining as I was putting it away, which was nice. It made things a little easier. So it was a good night. Got some good rest. And now we're gonna head back onto the trail. You won't even be able to tell I was there once that all dries up. Wouldn't even know it. Okay, so I'm off this morning, day 7. Last night was good. I spent about an hour and a half at that tower, the Hublin Tower area. They had a lot of stuff up there and it was really pretty. I had my supper up there and then I hiked on, found a beautiful place to camp. It did rain, like I said, and I probably have to dry my tent out a little bit. Hopefully lunchtime it'll be dry. It's sunny right now, which is nice. I have about 14 miles today to get to my campsite. It's actually a marked campsite. I also will hit 100 miles and I pick up my food drop. I left a food cache at a road crossing off in the woods. So hopefully that's there. If not, I'll be getting an Uber to a store. But yeah, so it was a really nice night. I slept good, and the morning wasn't that bad because it stopped raining, which was nice. That helped. So, all right, let's move on down the trail. Having a good day. Gonna have a good day. All right, coming out to a nice viewpoint this morning. Oh boy, look at that. That is something else. Cool. Like I said, it's gonna be a good day. All right, so I have eggs for breakfast this morning. I gotta boil water for that. I don't really like to do that, but I have to use some of my stuff up. So that's what was on the list for today. And here's a perfect spot to stop and do it. So can't beat that. All right, so this is me making my breakfast. This is my stove setup. Here's my little pot with water in it, and my stove's right there in the canister. So, not much to it. My food for the day. So yeah, I'm gonna sit right there, eat my breakfast. All right, so just thought I'd mention, I packed these really thin cotton gloves. They're like work gloves. I use these all the time. Usually I wear them doubled up, but I brought a pair of singles, and I've used them every day. They're super comfortable and light. They are cotton, but I've kept them dry. So you never know. Sometimes you bring things and you don't use them at all, and other times you bring things and you're like, oh, that was so smart. This was a so smart thing. So I got a couple of things in there that I haven't used at all. A spray nozzle that I thought I'd put on my bottle to take a shower, but I'm not spraying cold water on me when it's 40 to 45 degrees out. That ain't happening. But these gloves, yes, excellent choice, Dexter. So that's my stove. Very small, it only weighs like an ounce. But it works great. Not very good. But Gotta get some food in. All right, back on the trail. So last night, that park was called Talcott State Park, I believe. Really, really nice park, man. Holy moly. And this morning, I came down off of that, and now I'm in Penwood State Park. So, yeah, just marching forward here. Oh, zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay, my, oh my, what the hell is this? What the heck? Okay, slip sliding away, slip sliding away. They say the more you hike in the rain, the more you slip sliding away. I know it's wet, I know it's rainy, but I just can't help myself. I just gotta go hiking in the rain. So slip sliding away, slip sliding away. They say the more you hike in the rain, the more you slip sliding away. All right, trail just came out right here. A couple picnic tables. And it looks like we have a little pond over here. Let's go check that out. Got all cloudy, the sun went away. Started drizzling again. A little light rain. Yeah, I can see it on the pond too. So, got a little deck here. So, I don't know if you can see the rain, but I can see it. So yeah, just a little nature area for the birds. Nice and quiet. All right, it's about 9:30. Nice little viewpoint, cliffs, looking down over the valley. And I don't know if you can see it, but right over there is the Hublin Tower. So that's where I was last night. It's starting to rain harder. I think I gotta get my rain stuff on. This umbrella is so awesome. Oh, so glad I brought it. It's lightly raining, but it's picked up a little bit. And I was getting slightly damp. So whipped up the old umbrella. Worked great. I got both of my hands because I have it strapped to my strap here, my chest strap. And it stays on really, really good. And this trail it's pretty wide. So I don't have to worry about getting stuck on branches and stuff. Plus, I'm not in a super big hurry. So we'll just trot along here. Keep our head and neck from our waist up nice and dry. Actually, my feet are dry right now too. Everything's dry. Definitely picking up though. Yep, rain everywhere. Rain, rain, rain. All right, we just got massively dumped on for about 15 minutes. I've got about a mile until I get into a town, and I know there's a gazebo pavilion thing there, so hopefully I can get in that thing and take a little break out of the rain. So the only thing that's wet is the back of my calves, because that's the way the rain's coming in. and my left arm has got water all over it, but I got my raincoat on. But my feet are still dry, but I can feel the water just about to get through. And the rain's starting to pick up again, so yee-haw! It's all right. The trail's right there, and right up here is this massive old chimney structure. There's been a bunch of these. This is probably the fourth one. This one's the biggest, I think. Too bad there's not a room in there where I could take cover. All right. Came down the trail right there. You would think there would be some marker that would tell you which way to go, but there is none. Zippo, zip. So I gotta get the map out. Just came around the corner, and there it is. Hallelujah! Break time. Out of the rain. All right, taking a little long break, a long extended break under this pavilion. Got my lunch. This is what you call a Dan Becker special. He's a hiking YouTuber guy. So you got the chicken, buffalo chicken, you got a cheese stick, and a wrap. So it's actually surprisingly good. Well, that was an eventful morning. Beautiful to start off with, sunny, which was unexpected. It was a fake out. And then rain, pouring rain for a good hour or so. And then steady rain till I got here to this pavilion area. So whoops, excuse me. I'm gonna take a little break here, long break, and then we'll head on out. I think I have 5 more miles to get to where I'm gonna camp tonight, and it's only noon. I do need to do my resupply though. That'll take a little bit. So anyways, it's going good. Rain or no rain. All right, got my tent out. The sun came out, so I'm try to dry some of this. That's my fly that goes over the tent, and that's the actual tent. So hopefully we can get it dried up a little bit. So this is my bench, and the other thing we have here are power outlets that work. So I have my power bank charging, and then I have my phone charging on that white cord. So that's a good thing. Hopefully I'll get everything charged up before I get out of here. Looking nice out now. This is the trail. I'm not going that way. I'm going the other way though. But this is the Farmington River. And holy moly, is it high. I'm supposed to cross the Westfield River tomorrow, and I'm not going to be able to ford it because it's going to be too high like this. In the summer, people can walk across it because it's only up to their knees. But I'm sure tomorrow it is going to be like this. This whole trail's all water. So yeah. It's craziness. All right, right down. This is the trail. A little bit more and I wouldn't be able to hike it. This is the Farmington River. And it is swollen to capacity. Holy moly. Trail. It's here. And that's a problem. It's too far to jump. So, oh my goodness. I might have to find another way up there. Right, that's a no-go. So I'm backtracking. The trail is underwater. The river is over top of the trail. So I would have to go in the river. And I don't want to get wet, but more importantly, it's not safe. So I have to find a new way around. I do have another trail that I'm looking at on a different map that I think will hook me up and around to my trail. So we're gonna go do some adventuring, which is what this hike's all about. This is where I came up from the road. I'm gonna take that trail. The Blue Blazes takes you down into the Farmington River, which I'm not gonna go hiking in the Farmington River when it's like over its banks. So we're gonna go this way and connect back up with the trail in a quarter or half a mile maybe, hopefully. So I'm mainly using an app on my phone called Far Out. I've used it many times with other trails as well. It works really well. But they usually just show you one route. They don't show you all the side trails that are in the area. So I have this other app called the Gaia app, which I use for a lot of my hiking in New England on normal trails and stuff. So that's showing me all the other trails in this area. So I'll use that map to take these other trails and get me back onto my main route. So I actually do not have any paper maps with me, but I'm in freaking Connecticut, so I don't think I'm gonna get that lost. All right, so that's my alternative route that I just took. And down there is the river, and the trail goes right down into the river, literally into the river. The trail is underwater. So I found my blue blazes. So we're back on course. A little 20-minute delay, but you know, what are you gonna do? You figure it out. All right, got another fireplace. So it's fairly active. So there it is, fireplace in the middle of the trail. It has been a beautiful afternoon hike since I left the gazebo. The sun's been out, feels really nice. And the hiking has been up on this ridge, which has been pretty peaceful and quiet. I can hear some distant traffic, but not bad. So yeah, I got about a mile until I get to my intersection where I get my food. Oh, I'm so looking forward to having 5 days of food on my back. What's that, an extra 10 pounds, 8 pounds? It's gonna be a lot, but that's all right. Every day it gets lighter. So, yeah, we're just marching along through the forest. All right, I'm at my spot where I gotta fill up with food. I had my food down there hidden. And here's my bucket. So I got to do my resupply. I also brought some water in case I needed that. So I'll switch this up, and then next week when I'm done, I'll drive back to this spot and pick all this up. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy. I put these in my bucket. They're compression sleeves for my calves and my legs. And both of my calves, I've strained both of them, and it's muscle, it's right here. So these things will help big time. I just came up the hill with my big old pack on. I got 5 days of food and 2 liters of water. So that's a lot of weight, over 25 pounds. So I've got 2 miles to get to camp. It's unknown if there's water there. That's why I have the 2 liters of water. But it's only 2 miles, so I'm just gonna go really slow, stop, take breaks, because it's only it's 4:45 right now, so I have plenty of time. So I'm just gonna really go very, very slow because this is very, very heavy on my back. So, yep, that's it. 5 more days. That should get me out of here on Sunday. Today is Tuesday, right? Yeah. So gonna be coming up on 100 miles here any minute, so that's pretty cool too. Okay, there it is, 100 miles. Woohoo! All right, let's go ahead and step on over it. Head on north. All right, about a mile to go to camp, so I'm taking a little break here. Pretty spot, and way over there again you can see the tower that I was at yesterday. So pretty cool. Sun's gonna be going down here in a bit. Actually, it's not even 5:30, so it'll be quite a while, a couple more hours. Okay, end of day 7. Crazy day today with the weather. Woke up to rain. Um, then it got sunny. Then it started raining again. Then it got sunny again. So I think it was 14 and a half miles. So it was good. It was a good day. It was fun. I picked up my food bucket. I crossed 100 miles. Tomorrow I cross into Massachusetts, and I have to figure out how to get across the Westfield River. Probably gonna have to walk around. It's an extra 3 miles, but we'll see. We'll see how it all goes. It's an adventure. You never know what's gonna happen. So I'm just gonna kind of relax here for a few minutes. It's about 8 o'clock, and then I'm gonna check out. Hopefully, get some good sleep. All right. All right. It's the morning of day 8. Just getting started. Got me a woodpecker. All right. I'm tired, so. All right, getting rolling. Just saw me a woodpecker right as I left camp. Day 8. Haven't seen much wildlife on this trip, but that's all right. Had a great night last night. Slept really good. Slept a long time too. So it was a nice spot, nice quiet spot. I did have the Bradley Airport close by, so every once in a while a big plane would go over. But I sleep with earplugs in, so wasn't that big a deal. So yeah, I've got about, I think it's 12 and a half miles to the campsite, but I'm probably gonna have to do a 3.5 mile walk around the river. So it's gonna be more like 15 and a half miles. So, and my pack's also heavy because it's full of food, which you need the food. So anyways, heading on. Okay, so I'm a mile or so in, and the beginning of my hike was nice and flat on a ridge line, and then I had a gentle descent. And I was thinking, no, this pack's not too bad. And then I had to go straight up a little hill, mountain thing, for a couple 100 feet. And boy, that's when you really notice that extra weight. It's going up those really steep inclines. Holy scamoles. So anyways, I can hear me breathing. All right, about an hour into day 8, maybe a little more than that. First little viewpoint. The leaves really starting to come out now. The fog down there, pretty cool. So really nice morning hike here. Trail's been beautiful. The birds are singing. I highly encourage anybody who's listening to this to get out early in the morning, get away from the chaos, and go for a walk. Listen to the birds. And I do have a lawnmower in the background, but it's actually not bothering me. It reminds me of the old days when I used to mow lawns, and it's a nice even pitch. So that's not bothering me. But anyways, yeah, it's just beautiful. I love it. So without the trail workers, none of this would be possible. All these trees have come down in the past, and they get to come up and, you know, clear the trail. So thank you to all those folks. They do an amazing job keeping the trail clear and taking care of it in general. So the trail's right there, and it goes down this way, and it's all muck. So I go around, you know, through the woods here, up where you're off the trail. And I think that's kind of frowned upon, but you know what else is frowned upon? My feet getting soaking wet. So yeah, so that's that. And then we come back over and we're on trail. Nice little brook running alongside the trail right here. It's like a beautiful water source if I needed water. Getting close to the Massachusetts line. Should be right ahead here. All right, Massachusetts, white blazes. All right, we made it. Yeah. Okay, there's Connecticut going that way. All done, Connecticut. Bye-bye, Connecticut. Bye-bye, blue blazes, and onward we go. Great day today, day 8. All right, my first white blaze in Massachusetts, right there. Goodness, I already like the signs better. White, see, I can read that. In the light or the dark, it doesn't matter. The blue, I couldn't read half of them because I've been hiking in the wet dark, and the water gets on there and you can't see the blue. So, oh, I'm happy. Be happier to get away from this road. Okay, pretty cushy trail to start off. First half mile here or so. Couldn't be like this all the way, could it? All right, nice bridge here, and another check-in box with my buddy. So I checked in. Now we'll head across this nice little bridge. Swamp. Oh, you can hear the birds. Great wildlife spot. On the trail here, noontime. Here's a town corner marker. That's Southwick, which we're going into, I believe. That's Agawam. And this is Westfield. So we're going into Westfield. We just came from Southwick. So we'll go find a spot for lunch. Take a little break up here. All right. I'm taking my lunch. Got my shoes out, socks airing out, my feet airing out. Yeah, so I got this nice little overlook. I just looked at the map, and there is a Five Guys and a Subway on my 3-mile road walk. So that is motivation. I love hamburgers when I'm hiking, so I think that's what I'm gonna do. I just gotta eat. I gotta eat my lunch, or most of it, so I'm not carrying that extra weight. That's the deal. Okay, I got a white blaze. I got a no trespassing sign. And I've got a white blaze right there. So I guess it's no trespassing unless you're hiking the New England Trail, which I am doing. So onward I go. And as you can see, there's the white blaze. And this is a pretty view right here. Look at that. Nice. This reminds me of hiking in Virginia. Going through some of those massive fields with the big hills. Yeah. Okay, forgot to mention it, but when I entered Massachusetts, that means I completed the whole state of Connecticut, border to border. One of my goals is to do all the New England states. So I've done Connecticut, Massachusetts, Vermont, and New Hampshire. So I have to do Rhode Island, and there is a trail. It's a lot of road walks, but I'm going to do it. And then I have to finish Maine. I got about 130 miles up above Katahdin to get to Canada. So hoping to do those this year. We'll see if it all works out. So another one down. All right, here's where I come out. If I was gonna cross the Westfield River, I'd go across the street there. But I'm gonna road walk this 3 miles. It's a little, probably won't be the funnest, but gotta get it done. All right, this is the Westfield River, way over its banks. Yeah, there'll be no fording of that river unless you want to die. So that's why I went all the way around. Plus I got 5 guys, so can't beat that. Oh, nice and full. It's kind of weird. There's this yellow rope. I'm not sure if it's to keep people from going over there or what. Huh. This is weird. Oh well. Almost to the camp. Ready to be done for the day. There's the trail, and there's water going right across it. I collected it right over there with my little leaf. And then right here is this nice little flat area. I'm drying my tent floor right there. Perfect. Woohoo. Okay, end of day 8. I'm in my tent. Finally, it feels so good to lay down. My legs are tired. My back is tired. I did, 15 and a half miles today. The train wasn't too bad. I did have to do that long road walk. It was nice to get the big old double cheeseburger and fries at Five Guys. So that was nice. So yeah, it was a good day. It sprinkled a little bit, but I didn't get rained on. Didn't get wet. Tomorrow's going to be probably the hardest day with up and downs. I go up the Mount Tom range. So I've got a 17 and a half mile day to get to Northampton. So, yeah, and I'm going to stay in a hotel tomorrow night because there's no real options to camp in Northampton. And then the following day, I'll get over across the Connecticut River and start my last stretch. So yeah, good day, ready for some sleep. Good night.